Hey guys, it's Rich with your Monday spot on the Pagan Perspective. This week's topic is another throwback topic, so I think we have these going on for a little while. I think we have until August on the throwback topics, so make sure that you get your topic suggestions in, and we'll put them in the queue and whatnot. But anyway, this is what Cara has put in here for this week's topic is reincarnation and past lives. Years ago, we did on the collab. We did a whole month. I remember. I think this was in year one, and clearly called it Death Month. I remember we had. I don't know if I was. Maybe it was year two. I remember we did a Death Week, um, uh, where we covered multiple topics that viewers asked us relating to death, burial rites, thoughts on the afterlife, reincarnation, and so on. We've also sometimes touch on the ideas of past lives or alternate lifetimes if you don't believe they are all necessarily in the chronological past. So let's touch on those again. What are your thoughts on reincarnation and past lives or other lifetimes? How do you feel about the concept of simultaneous lifetimes, that we could be experiencing other lifetimes right now somewhere? Maybe it's 2018 in that lifetime, maybe it's not. But it's all happening right now. Thoughts. So let me go ahead and close my laptop. So anyway, I'm not totally on board with the reincarnation thing, but it does it does make sense to me. It's not something that is necessarily prevalent in Christianity, and it's not something that I usually think about as far as having past lives or anything like that. It's not something that I like to dwell on, and I think I covered this in my personal channel. I did, I think it was a 77 witchy community tag or something like that, 77 question witchy community tag, something like that. And in that, I even said about past lives, or whatever video it was, I said about past lives, if I knew what my past life was, I would be one of those people that would end up dwelling on, righting those wrongs, or continuously researching or replaying all that in my mind, seeing what I could have done differently and this and that. And really, to me, that's actually, it takes me out of the now. I do enough of that whenever I do my genealogy research and whatnot. So it really takes me out of the here and now and puts me into the, what if, I did this back then? Would I have survived this or that or whatever? So to me, it can be reductive in living my life now to its fullest, because I would constantly be looking at what I should have done then, if that makes sense. And I think some people know where I'm going with this, or my train of thought on this. So I'm not going to dwell on that too much. As far as multiple lifetimes, I like the idea of string theory, that there's others of me in other realities, or we're doing things along the same timeline, but we're doing things differently, or different things have happened that puts you in a totally different situation. I do like the thought of that something else is going on in another existence. But again, I try not to dwell on that, because it will keep me away from this reality, which I don't want to do. So reincarnation, it's the jury's still out on it for me, but it's not something that I totally dismiss. And as far as past lives, again, with the whole reincarnation thing, not something I'm going to dismiss. um, and the multiple realities, multiple timelines, multiple lifetimes, it's something that fascinates me, but I don't want to dwell on it, because then it takes me away from the here and now. So, intriguing questions, and I could probably get into a lengthy debate, or a lengthy discussion on here's the evidence for it and here's the evidence against it. I mean, you can look at some kids out there that are saying, well, in this lifetime I was this person, and when you actually research that person, everything the kid says about that person is true. So I mean, it's intriguing to think that, maybe it does happen. Maybe this kid is just highly intuitive, or um, uh, a natural medium. And by natural medium, I mean that things come more naturally to them, not that they have a gift that nobody else can ever have ever. So I want to make that distinction, because that's a big thing in the psychic community. Are they gifts, or is it something that you can train yourself to do? So anyway, they have a predisposition to um, being like a medium or a psychic or something like that. So everything that they say actually comes through fairly accurately. Maybe they're just, a psychic child. Um, there's multiple possibilities, and I think the most fun thing about it is that we simply don't know. And I think that's the even more intriguing part of it, is that we don't know, that we live our life speculating this could be true, this could not be true. But whenever we get to the end, we find out. Like, it's like reading a mystery novel where, the last 10 pages, all of the secrets are revealed, and you're never left wondering what happened to a certain character or something like that. And I like to think of our lives as that. We're constantly building up all the suspense on what we think the afterlife might be, or what we think might happen to our souls, whether they're reincarnated, whether they go into heaven or hell or Summerland, or just into the void, what have you. And I think that's very intriguing to think about, that you know death is one of these things that we don't know what happens on the other side, but it's going to be a marvelous adventure whenever we finally cross over, and we get to figure it all out, or find out what all actually is true and what is not true. Maybe it's all true, maybe it's not. Who knows? I think it's a very intriguing subject to think about, and it's something that you can spend days just wrapping your mind around different concepts and different ideas, and you can continuously get lost in that world. And for me, it's something that I don't necessarily want to spend too much time on, because then I lose track of everything else that's here and now. So I think that's all that I have for this week. We have one more topic next week, and that's subs. So until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye bye.